Alright, so I'm going to give a presentation about the effects of social media by myself, Landon Wagner. So first, let's start off, what is social media? So social media is a variety of apps and websites and different apps you can use, including Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to share contact and share content and interact with others around the globe. And social media has become a very prevalent in our world today, and it's also a major issue that some of us may not realize. And the demographics of social media estimate that 7 in 10 Americans use some form of social media. And Kelly Allen, who attended Cambridge University, stated that there are many pros and cons of social media that affects the brains of an adolescent that we may not even realize. So after reading the stimulus materials, I extended my research and I asked myself, are the benefits of social media valuable enough to justify the costs? So let's start with some pros to social media. The stimulus material states that social media can overcome ignorant stereotypes, so people who may not share common interests could bond over social media and eventually become friends due to interaction and different contact. And that's what helps form and connect relationships between students who wouldn't regularly get to see each other and know each other. But through my research, I found many cons to social media, such as violence, mental health issues, and cyberbullying. So according to Time.com, London authorities believe handheld technologies may have helped those trying to instigate violence spread their message. So we no longer see people running around with signs or megaphones trying to spread their message or opinions. People can just tap it and send it right onto online where everyone can see it. Forcing everyone is now a critic. So basically everyone can express their opinion and they can have their own judgment on certain issues that everyone can read and contemplate, which could make them angry, which could lead them to violence. All right. Social media also causes many mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, loneliness, stress, and suicide. And according to PubMed.gov, children and adolescents who self-report being lonely actually use social media more frequently and talk about intimate and personal topics, which cause them to feel all these different emotions. And it's just unfortunate that many people commit suicide due to social media. And on top of that, social media also causes cyberbullying. And cyberbullying is bullying someone through technology, through electronic communication. And cyberbullying can also lead to many mental health issues and push people past the limits to where they can even take their own lives. And the Center of Disease Control estimates that 15.5% of high schoolers have been cyberbullied or experienced or witnessed cyberbullying. And adolescents who are sensitive individuals and respond negatively to social media would not react well under circumstances where different people are cyberbullying them, which is bad for our country. So some solutions to social media is we limit the amount of social media we use per day and just try and lay back and resist the temptation of going on our phones and trying to branch out and experience new things and just stay down to earth without trying to go on your phones. Or you could just delete social media apps altogether off the user's phone so they have no access to that social media like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Or you could regulate what's put online, so people can't just go out there and post whatever they're feeling or post hate messages towards one another. And schools could educate their students about cyberbullying and prohibit it, and But unfortunately, the limitations is it's difficult for someone who finds social media very addicting and pleasuring to just delete the social media or limit themselves to it. So I would challenge all of you to prohibit the amount of social media use per day. And social media is a very complicated subject with many positive and negative effects. But through my research, I found that social media does not provide enough beneficiaries to justify its presence over the costs. And here's my bibliography.